Brothers and sisters, welcome back to yet another one from us. We are hoping that everything is well on your side. We are coming to you with an update from Niger, Niamey. Finally, the last US military base has been closed in Niger. So located approximately 1,000 kilometers from Niamey, the Agadez Air Base, which housed surveillance drones and transport planes, permanently closed its doors on August 5th, marking the end of the American military presence in Niger. And we just wanted to give you this update and celebrate the success of standing up against what is not, what is wrong, and standing up against imperialism, standing up against people who are, everything that Africa doesn't need. When Niger said, we don't want you, actually, when the talks about closing down these military bases started, it's the US which actually provoked Niamey.
Yeah.
They thought that they'd be begged, for protection. Hey, don't go, don't close down because we need your surveillance drones. We don't need you guys to go because we'll be
Left with no protection.
Yes, from terrorists and all of these people. But when they said, if you don't remove yourselves from Russia, your relations with Russia, we're gonna leave. We're actually gonna take our military drones and we're gonna leave you guys.
We want you out.
Tiani said, you know what? It's time for you to go. Actually,
You have overstayed your welcome.
This is a celebration indeed for Niger.
Yeah. So these guys while leaving, they carried, this base was worth $100 and something million.
120.
I don't remember, but it's over $100 million.
Yeah.
It was one of the most expensive air base outside the US. And you wonder, why would they invest such a huge amount of money
in Africa?
Drone. And the thing that the president of Niger was saying, Abdurrahman Tiani, is when you ask them for help, the contract says we have no, we don't have the obligation to help you when you call. So why are you saying that you have been helping us? You are using drone to survey our minerals and not to help us. So then, while some military equipment was left with the Nigerian armed forces, some key pieces were carefully selected for repatriation. This is the case in particular of 18 giant generators worth $1 million each, which powered the US base in Agadez. However, this equipment could have greatly improved the electricity supply base, which is not connected to the city's grid. So they used generators. And you see, that is why these guys are with Russia, because Rosatom is going to create a nuclear power station. They will have power everywhere, even in Agadez. And it's crazy because there are some people who are saying allegedly that this base will move to their neighbor country, Cote d'Ivoire. And it's crazy that when you are chasing out a hyena, some other person is willing to house it.
Yeah.
And it has been eating our children, it will eat your children. So we celebrate Niger for this, and we are hoping that, most countries of Africa will have the power to do this.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the over-reliance on these people, well, we know that they are not going to help you anyways, but the fact that you think that they are in your territory, so if anything happened to you, you'd always run to them for help. Well, that's what most countries
that's
think,
a story.
Which is not something that is going to happen eventually. It makes you even weaker because you never grow your own. You always know that we are covered. In case of anything, we can always seek their support. I mean, there's a time that when the prime minister for Malawi, the plane crashed, they were asking for assistance. The vice president, vice president, they're asking for assistance from Europe, from the US. When you have neighboring countries that should be having surveillance cameras and drones and planes, to help in locating airplanes. But because of the fact that we always know that we can always run to the US, to Britain for support, we are never equipped with our own equipment, with our own, military drones. Now it's the time for Niger to shine. It's the time for Niger to seek their own things, to buy their own
because now
equipment.
they are selling their minerals
Exactly.
at a world
Market
price.
Yeah.
Yeah, but some when they were handing over the handover ceremony was attended by both officials from both countries, that is Niger and the US, and the chief of staff of Niger Army, Mamad Sani Kiao. I don't like it when we try to apply, like we want to be soft on people. But this is what he said. He said, thanks to exemplary coordination and communication between the Nigerian and American armed forces, this operation concluded safely and in accordance with the signed agreement. Is it? The Ministry of National Defense of the Republic of Niger and the U.S. Department of Defense expressed their gratitude for the sacrifices and dedication of the armed forces of both countries. I don't see any dedication. I mean, Niger, Abdurrahman Tiani had to stand his feet and say, "You have to
There was
leave."
never dedication. Yeah, actually, when this lady, the US lady came, she came in with pride and control
Yeah.
over Nian, over the president, and she's just a delegate, an African. I don't know what delegate. What is her name? Something.
Catherine something.
Not Catherine.
Mary Catherine. Yes.
Molly P.
Mary Catherine P.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah, when
ambassador.
Molly P, she's the ambassador.
Yeah.
When she came to Niger, she came on a high horse, she was thinking that she's the woman that she is, when she really not, when she really is not the woman she thinks she is. So when Tiani told her to get off a high horse, it was a shocker for her because she thought she was going to go there and just be controlling everybody in that room.
Yeah. So Tiani terminated the contract, which we later learned that it was not done according
Exactly.
to. It's like what they are doing in our countries. The constitution says that according to the democracy that they brought us, there has to be public participation.
Yeah.
But you find there's no public participation. They
Just
actually
yes, they
pay
please.
something people to sign and but the US spent $100 million to build Airbase 201 stationed with 1,000 counter-terrorist troops in Niger, and the terrorism kept growing and growing
Higher
and
and
growing.
higher and higher.
Now they are leaving. So kudos to Niger. Let us know what you think about this win. This is a win, but for wherever they are going, Cote d'Ivoire, may the contract be cancelled next year. May we have a new president in Cote d'Ivoire, and may we be able to chase them out of our countries in Africa forever. We need to stand up our feet and do. We are the richest continent in the world. We are the richest people. We have melanin they don't have. We have minerals.
We're the stronger ones.
We have food.
They are
We
the
have
weaker ones.
60% of agricultural land is in our Africa. But our puppets and the brainwashed communities don't know that. Anyway, we keep on waking people up. If you'd like to support us, we have a Buy Me a Coffee link in the description. See you in the next video.